what happens when the final breath leaves your body. Not heaven, not hell. In Greek mythology, death is not an ending, it is a journey where your soul is taken, judged, and sent to a place you cannot escape, a place ruled by ancient laws older than the gods themselves, where memory can be erased, punishment can last forever, and even heroes are not spared. The Greeks believed that every soul, king or slave, hero or traitor, must walk the same path after death. No shortcuts, no mercy, no second chances. Tonight, we descend beyond the world of the living, past the rivers of the dead, into the shadows of the underworld. This is what really happens after death in Greek mythology. In Greek belief, death does not come as chaos or fear. It comes quietly. When a mortal's life ends, the soul, called the psyche, separates from the body, but it does not wander alone. A divine guide appears. Hermes, messenger of the gods, takes on another role. Psychopompos, the guide of souls. Hermes does not judge. He does not comfort. He simply leads. The soul, newly freed and confused, follows him away from the warmth of life, away from sunlight, voices, and memory, toward a place every mortal must face, the underworld. The journey ends at a dark river, or rather 5 rivers. Here lies the border between life and death. The most famous is the river Styx, black and sacred, binding even the gods by oath. There is Acheron, the river of sorrow, Cocytus, the river of wailing, Phlegethon, burning with fire, and Lethe, the river of forgetting. Waiting at the riverbank is Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon does not work for free. Every soul must pay a coin traditionally placed in the mouth or on the eyes during burial. Without it, the soul is doomed to wander the shore for 100 years, unable to cross. Once paid, the soul boards the boat. The water is still, the air is heavy. There is no turning back. Beyond the river stand the gates of the underworld. Guarding them is Cerberus, the monstrous 3-headed hound. Cerberus does not attack souls entering the realm. He attacks those who try to leave. In Greek myth, death is final. Resurrection is rare. Escape is nearly impossible. Once the soul passes Cerberus, it belongs to the underworld forever. Inside the realm, every soul must face judgment, not by gods of emotion, but by judges who were once mortal. 3 figures sit in silence: Minos, Rhadamanthus, Aeacus. They do not ask questions. They already know your life, your deeds, your choices, your intentions. Based on this judgment, your soul is sent to one of 3 destinations. Not everyone suffers. Not everyone is rewarded. Greek mythology believes in balance. The vast majority of souls are sent to the asphodel meadows. This is not punishment. This is not paradise. It is a place of shadows. Souls here drift endlessly through pale fields, neither happy nor tormented. They remember who they were but feel little emotion about it. These are ordinary people, those who lived without great evil but without great virtue. In Greek belief, a quiet life leads to a quiet afterlife, eternal but empty. Only a few are granted entry to Elysium: heroes, demigods, those favored by the gods, those who lived lives of extraordinary honor. Elysium is light, warmth, and peace. Fields bathed in eternal spring, music, joy, and reunion. Some myths say souls in Elysium may be reborn. If they return 3 times and live virtuously each time, they are allowed into the Isles of the Blessed, an even higher reward. But Elysium is not guaranteed. Even heroes can fall. At the deepest level lies Tartarus. This is not simply a prison. It is a cosmic pit beneath the underworld itself. Here are sent the worst of souls: betrayers, tyrants, those who defied divine order. Punishments in Tartarus are symbolic. A king who cheated death is forced to push a stone uphill forever. A man who abused hospitality is tormented by eternal hunger and thirst. Another is bound, torn, or isolated depending on the crime. There is no forgiveness in Tartarus, only consequence. Some souls drink from the river Lethe. Its waters erase memory. Those who drink forget their lives, their pain, their names. This forgetting allows rebirth, but at a cost. In Greek thought, memory defines identity. To forget is to lose yourself. Eternal life without memory is another kind of death. Despite common belief, the ruler of the underworld is not evil. Hades does not torture souls for pleasure. He enforces law. His realm is order, not cruelty. By his side is Persephone, queen of the dead, torn between life and death, spring and shadow. Together, they maintain balance. Death, to the Greeks, was not punishment. It was necessity. Greek mythology does not promise salvation. It does not offer forgiveness through belief alone. Instead, it asks a harder question. How did you live? Not what you believed, not what you hoped, but what you did. Your afterlife is shaped by your choices. In Greek mythology, death is not an ending, it is a mirror, a reflection of the life you lived. Most souls fade into quiet eternity. A few are rewarded. Some are punished forever, and no one escapes judgment. The Greeks did not fear death because it was cruel. They feared it because it was fair. So when the final breath comes, when Hermes reaches for your soul, when Charon waits with his boat, where would you be sent?
Not an ending or
Asphodel,
destination,
Elysium,
but a mirror of how life
or
is
Tartarus? That is what really happens after death in Greek mythology.